Nicolas Maduro is a fugitive from American justice and the head of the foreign terrorist organization.
На всем пытаются навязать ущербную логику о том, что одного решения американских властей достаточно, чтобы превратить суверенное государство в криминальное предприятие.
El gobierno de Estados Unidos está imponiendo hoy el caos y la destrucción en las relaciones internacionales, del mismo modo en que lo hicieron los actores malignos que provocaron la Segunda Guerra Mundial.
严重违反联合国宪章和国际法，威胁拉美和加勒比地区和平与安全。
Well, the United States is clearly determined to change the regime in Venezuela, to force Maduro out of power, and they're applying maximum economic pressure to do so. And it's an attempt to squeeze the Venezuelan economy, to strangle the Venezuelan economy, and to force a change from internally from somebody who would remove Maduro from power or eliminate him. That is clearly the goal and the objective of U.S. policy. And Venezuela, it relies on oil revenue. That's about 90% of its exports. And so this is very damaging and hurts the Venezuelan economy a lot. Whether it will achieve its political objective is another question. But I think economically it is having a huge impact. This affects other countries. The main one is Cuba, which relies on Venezuelan oil, subsidized oil, for its economy that's already in dire situation. And I think this is a huge blow to the Cuban economy and will exacerbate the economic humanitarian crisis in that country. It affects some other countries as well in the Caribbean, which rely on Venezuelan oil. Depending on the impact on pricing, it could affect markets in Brazil and Colombia and other countries as well. So this, I think, has repercussions throughout the region, in addition to its intended target, which is Venezuela. I really don't think there was any realistic chance of a political solution to this crisis, to this conflict between the United States and Venezuela, through a third party or some sort of outside mediation or the role of the United Nations. If there's a political solution, it will be between the United States and Venezuela. The Trump administration's policy is completely unilateral, and there really is no interest or openness to engage other players. So clearly, it's not surprising that China and Russia and Venezuela have sided with Venezuela in opposing this unilateral action, which violates international law. But the United States is pursuing its own interest, its own agenda, and that is to remove Maduro from power. If doesn't succeed in this, if the strategy doesn't work and produce its intended result, then I wouldn't rule out the possibility of a political solution, an agreement between the Trump administration and Maduro about oil, but that will be between the United States and Venezuela. And the United States is not interested in what other nations' objectives are in this conflict. It really is pursuing its own agenda.